On a craps table in Las Vegas, a three loses every time. But sometimes in life, the third time's a charm. Have you ever been to a casino in Las Vegas, Atlantic City perhaps, and bet the house on the craps table, only to roll three and lose it all? But what is your lucky number? 7, 11, 13? Well, I'm going to let you know about my threes and how they have influenced my career and my life. First, let's take a peek at the threes in my career. Well, I've had three overseas assignments. Kadena, Kadena once again, and Yokota. Well, Kadena, very nice tropical island, kind of mellow. You got the beaches all around, about 3 miles wide by about 12, 15 miles long. Anywhere you can go, each direction, you find a beach around you. Really slow tempo type of atmosphere around the cities. And then Yokota, my third overseas assignment. Well, work's kind of slow, deploying all the time though. But you're in the midst of this big city, 20 miles to downtown Tokyo, where you have Roppongi, Shinjuku. Very high speed, kind of like a New York City kind of deal. And then I've had three stateside assignments. My first stateside assignment was Minot Air Force Base. Freezing's the reason. That's why nobody wants to go there. Cold, working water breaks, 70 degrees below zero, wind chills in the 90 degree, negative 90 degrees. Hill Air Force Base, my second assignment. Well, a step above Minot, but there I was, 20 miles from Salt Lake City. Mountains on this side, mountains on that side, valleys all around you. Fishing here, fishing there, except for the wintertime. I'm not going ice fishing. And then my third stateside assignment in 3 months will be Langley Air Force Base. Uh, in like Northwest Virginia, about 15 miles west of Norfolk, based out of really Hampton, the city. ACC headquarters, very high ops tempo. It's got about five 1 to 4 star generals at the base. So very high ops tempo kind of a base. So hopefully my number three will be the best stateside base I've had. From Minot, the Hill, to Langley. Now I'm getting back to the East Coast where I'm from. On all of my assignments, I have learned something new. What I've learned throughout my career is another three. Why I've had three Article 15s. An Article 15, or non-judicial punishment, refers to certain limited punishments which may be awarded for minor offenses by a commanding officer or an officer in charge of members of his or her unit as described by About.com. Well, Article 15s can make it difficult on making promotion or keeping a recent promotion. To my second three of my career. Well, I've made Tech Sergeant E6 3 times. Well, third time's a charm. I made Tech Sergeant for the third time when I came here to my third overseas assignment and actually wore it long enough for 3 more years to test and be promoted to Master Sergeant E7. So, now that we've looked at the three threes in my career, let's take a glimpse at the threes in my life. Well, when I was 39, I had a triple bypass. You look at me healthy now, but just less than 3 years ago, I had a triple bypass. Well, it could have been the combination of the triple stacker cheeseburgers at Burger King. It could have been in the short 30-minute lunch breaks that we get here in the military. Or it could be a combination of lack of a lot of things. High cholesterol, smoking too much. But my doc said, Triple Air Force Base in Hickam, Hawaii, basically said, if you exercise 3 times a week for 30 minutes a day, you'll build up your strength and lower your risk of heart disease, along with eating 3 regular healthy meals 3 times a day. And my second threes in my life, well, every time I came over to one of those overseas assignments, I got divorced. So guess what? I've been married 3 times. My first wife, an American wife, not a bad mother, not a good cook, and a terrible wife. My second wife, a Filipino wife, well, not a very good wife, not a very good mother, but a pretty good cook. My third wife now is a Brazilian of Japanese descent. The third time's a charm here. Uh, she's a great wife, a great mother, a great cook, looks to the future, worries about where we'll be in 3 years, 30 years. So these are some of the threes in my life. Because on a Las Vegas craps table, rolling a 3 means you have lost. However, my 3 stateside assignments, my 3 overseas assignments, my 3 Article 15s, 3 times making tech, a triple bypass, and yes, even my 3 marriages have all taught me valuable lessons. Never give up, and try, and try again. Because in your career and in your life, sometimes the third time is a charm.